Hello, everypony. Dexterity Red Heart here. Um, this is not gonna be a reading. What this is a rant. Uh, I am sort of ranting on how us bronies are treated amongst society. Period. At the moment, because in the link in the description there's a CNN report of a guy who had gotten fired for being a brony, though he had rarely even mentioned it within. He only mentioned it 3 times within a year, and he got fired. Uh, I'm concerned about this. I mean, come on. If we, they're treating us like we're another race that shouldn't even exist. That's what they're treating us. Like everyone out there who's not a brony, who is not a brony and who is a person that doesn't, who is not a person that doesn't mind ponies or the bronies, they treat us like we're a race, and they are racist towards us. That's what they treat us as. And this is kind of pissing me off. And I know I say pissing, and I'm getting pissed off a lot because I've actually said that many times in my Let's Plays and within I think reading. I don't know if I said pissed off at all, but still, this is one thing I can't stand. The way society treats us. Yeah, we're different, but come on. This we're just normal human beings with abnormal interest in a show that was well, even the show creators said that it was meant for all ages, but the original generations were original. I can't speak today because I'm sort of steamed. But anyways, she even said that the original generations were meant for boys and girls as well. Well, boys as well as girls, and though those generations were like more girly than the others, that's why I know guys liked them. And here we are, generation 3, generation 4. I don't even remember what generation we were on, but I know that this happens to be the generation that guys actually started getting into it, and now we're getting like pushed around for it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I get pushed around at school all the time. I have a ton of friends. We have our own little brony community on Skype that we chat through, and I started a club at school not too long ago, which I needed a petition to pass because they thought it was too much like a anti-bullying club, which it wasn't. Um, though we do support anti-bullying. The thing is, what I see is an entire group of people who care about one another. Sure, they push each other around, have some fun, but they don't aim at hurting each other. They want to make jokes about each other. They want to start laughs. We gather around and have fun. That's what we want to do. We are a group of people that are, most of us, I'm sure, if we weren't bronies, we'd be antisocials. I'm sort of antisocial still, though I was the one who created the club for bronies at our school. I'm still sort of antisocial. I tend to hide within the shadows at my school and stuff like that. Try to blend in with the crowd and keep from being sighted. Normal things for some teenagers. Uh, but seriously, um, just this. We're a group of caring people, and people want to throw, as a lot would say, monkey wrench into our project or our gears or whatever, our machines. All we're doing is trying to get social. And we're having fun at the same time. We have conventions for it now. We have, from the first day the brony community began, it grew to a massive amount within like months and months. And I was one of those people who were the first to become a brony. And I'm smiling about it. I'm sitting here like happy. I have so many friends because of this show. We are a community that loves one another. Well, not like no homo. Yeah, stuff like that. That's what I mean. Like I am straight. I am a brony. I don't like. I'm fine with gays and lesbians. I'm fine with them. I'm a perfectly sane person. I don't feel like we should be treated like this. Like there's churches out there saying we're sinners for this. How are we sinners for watching a show at all? Period. Like it's like what is that one church that hates gays and only is the only church that ever does anything against gays, and that's just one thing. I dislike that type of stuff. Why do people ever want to judge us? We are just normal people like you. We're just trying to be ourselves. I'm trying to be myself here. Yes, I'm kind of pissed off. But anyways, the whole entire rant, this what I mean, this rant was sparked. I started this rant because of this one link that I watched, that I read because there wasn't a video of it yet, about a guy. I don't know if his name was in there at all, but he states that he barely even brought it up. There's only 3 days out of a year that he ever brought it up, and he was fired for it. And the first time, he didn't even say anything. It was a desktop background that he had of Applejack. Second time, even the boss who actually corrected him for the first time had a daughter who was wearing a Rainbow Dash shirt, and he just complimented on his shirt. You know, something innocent like nice shoes to a kid. Like you would say, nice shoes or some awesome looking shoes. Like, you know, I say those to my nephew's friends or my niece's friends, and they have those like weird looking shoes, and I say those are some nice shoes. That's all I say. Those are some nice shoes. This is basically what he said. He basically said that equivalent to the shirt that his daughter wore, and that's the second time he brought it up, and he gets pulled into the office after that day was over because it was a bring your child to work day, and they 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 were sitting there and they were criticizing this guy for saying this stuff. Third time, well, he didn't even mention it. Some people were, well, he technically was mentioning it. Basically, it was brought up not by him, but other coworkers, and they were sitting there talking about the brony culture and all that shit. Apparently, we have a culture. Well, I guess we do, considering all the music and stuff. But still, they were talking about brony culture and stuff like that, and then he started talking about it, and they started messing with him about it. They started pushing him around. He ignored it. He just, yeah, it's just friendly office things. And then it started getting worse because those people started talking to other people around the office, and there were people making fun of him left and right, left and right. And it wasn't even him who technically did all the stuff that got him in trouble, because the third time, which got him fired, was because of all the people actually making fun of him. How did it make them feel uncomfortable? Maybe just made the boss. I can't speak. Maybe it made the boss uncomfortable, but that's okay. Who fucking cares? It's just the boss. The boss is an ass, anyways. We all know this. My mother's bosses have been asses in the past. My father's. I had never met my father's bosses, but still, I'm sure they're asses. My sister states that her boss is an ass. My brothers have asshole bosses like left and right. This is the type of stuff that's fucked up. Why? You may be the boss of a company, but that doesn't give you the right to fire somebody for liking a show. Like if I was the boss of a big game company, which I will definitely not be. I'd most likely be a game programmer in the future. And I was in charge of firing and hiring somebody. I wouldn't fire somebody for, say, liking Homestuck or Doctor Who. Yeah, Doctor Who. I almost said Hooves. So used to that, Doctor Who. But I wouldn't fire somebody for liking that. Say if somebody had their desktop background as Homestuck, like Gamzee, I believe is one of the names of the characters, or the Doctor Who, and had Doctor Who and the TARDIS as their desktop background. I wouldn't pull them in the office and say, you gotta take that down. No. It's as normal as somebody having a sports desktop background at their work. Or as normal as, say, people are wearing sports shirts. It's a fan thing. We wear, accessories and shirts and stuff like that that have brony related stuff on them because it's a fan base thing. That's what sports is as well. You don't see me going and criticizing some guy for wearing a Raiders or Broncos t-shirt while they're walking around my school. No, I don't do that. I don't even like sports, though most guys should. I'm not a big sports fan. My parents drag me into the living room to watch Super Bowl with them every freaking time, but I don't care. See, that's the thing. This is just bugging me. This is something that is like naturally like stitched into my brain at the moment. Like I've never been sensitive for the brony community. Yeah, people make fun of me about it. I don't give a shit. Look, people say, "Hey, you're a pony fag." I don't care. I'm a brony. I'm proud. Like it's like gay pride. Like for the homosexuals out there, if like they're proud to be gay, they're proud to be lesbian, they're proud to be homosexual. Period. And this is big. This is something that has like changed so much over the years. We are not us bronies are not some group of people who you can make fun of. Like we are not someone say here they are the people who are technically pushing us around are Hitler and we are the Jews. They are committing mass genocide technically in a form of way because those of us who actually like get hurt by this type of stuff could one day be hanging from the ceiling from a noose around their neck or have a bullet in between their like eyes because of them putting a gun to their head, stuff like that. They're technically like slowly committing mass genocide. It's like we don't go around pushing people around. Like, well, I'm sure some of us do, but I'm not one of those people. I know none of my friends or people who are part of the club are not some of those people, and this is just a huge type of rant. I'm sorry, guys. This is like my first ever rant. I doubt ever do any of these. If you guys like, this is something that just it's hotwired in my mind. Sort of like here. I'm gonna do another reference type of thing. GTA 5. This one thing, which is people are seriously sitting here. Yeah, I'm on Xbox as well. And you might hear the bloop 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 shit like that. Because people are apparently inviting me to a party. But the thing is, like, at some points they force you to drive a helicopter, and it's not for some of us. It's not easy to drive a helicopter. For some of us, it's not easy to drive a plane. Hell, I just barely got used to driving a plane, and now they want me to drive a helicopter. Say I'm trying to get this certain collectible, and the only way that I saw it in a video, which I believe I linked not too long ago, not linked, liked not too long ago, was you had to use a helicopter or a blimp, and even the blimp is hard to drive. I got the pre-order edition, so I got the blimp, and the blimp is even harder to drive. Like, it's hard to hover those things. Like, I can't stop it from moving. It would like I might accidentally like tap a freaking analog stick and go and crash, but it's just what the hell. Anyways, like that's we as people, us bronies, are like we are driven to be friendly and love and tolerate. Though I barely see some bronies do that. And like I rage, I get pissed, sort of like I do. Like if I ever play Call of Duty, like somebody actually, my friends play Call of Duty, so they say, "Hey, Dex, you should get Call of Duty and play with us." So I play with them, and of course, there's gonna be things that piss you off. But those type of games are meant to piss you off, so you keep coming back for more. Games like that are meant to piss you off, so you can get a rise out of yourself, so you can release all the anger and tension that you've had. So, like some of us don't have the money to actually go for a fucking massage parlor, so we can't go get our fucking tension removed like that. And my God, what the fuck? Like, if I was motivated enough, like I am, I want to be motivated to lose weight. I am actually pretty chunky here, but if I was really motivated to lose weight, I would either go to a gym or just jog around my block a few hundred times a day, or something like that. But come on, this is just it's motivation. We are trying to change things. We are trying to make people care for each other. There's very little people that care about each other anymore. Besides just bronies, I've only heard about like one person that is not a brony that has ever cared about somebody. My friends who aren't bronies do care about me in some form, but that's because they tolerate me. That's the thing. I'm talking about people who don't know me, who actually fucking care. And like I can see I have many subscribers. You guys are awesome. But here's my question: if I had died the next day after posting this, would you care? Would you shed a tear? Like this is something that people should understand. Why get why push around somebody who one point could be standing right in front of you, smiling, talking about something he likes, and then you go and push him around so much that it rips that final straw out of the cup and snaps it in half. And you don't know if they could die the next day from either them killing themselves or getting in a terrible car accident. You don't know this. You don't. Why? Why do you people suggest that you want to make fun of somebody? Like, yeah, I'm fat. I've been made fun of so many damn times. I've heard the words, hey, fat ass, over and over again. It's like repeating. History repeats itself, so therefore, these frickin' idiotic comebacks repeat themselves. Just the other day, some kid said the same thing. I asked him what he was looking at in a really angry voice because this kid kind of really annoys me at my school. And his answer was, "I'm looking at a fat ass bitch." I was sitting there, I just laughed my ass off and said, "Is that the best you can do? Is make fun of my weight problem?" Yes, that's the best this kid can do. Because I heard that whatever fight he's ever been in, he had his cousin come save his ass. I could stomp this kid into oblivion, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna get up and punch somebody across the face just because they called me a fat ass. I'm not gonna go throw somebody down the stairs for being like some douchebag who makes fun of me being a brony. No! I'm not gonna do that. I may feel like I want to do that. I may go to their house, may want to go to their house and do a B&E, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not one of those people. I may have a violent tendency in my mind, but I'm not gonna go insane and go. I'm not gonna pull an Aurora shooting thing. I'm not gonna pull a Columbine shooting thing. I'm not one of those people. Those people were insane, loco, crazy. No, I'm not one of those people. I'm not insane. And here's another thing people say. This is another thing. Why do people say gaming and media brings out the worst in people? No, I was born this way. I've been angry ever since I was like. I wouldn't say angry. I would say more of a depressed type of thing that sort of makes me want to tear somebody's limbs off if they piss me off. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not insane. I'm not Jason or Freddy. I'm not gonna go rip somebody's head off and put it on a pike and hang it in front of my freaking house. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not these type of people. And like, here's the thing. I may laugh my ass off at playing Little Inferno because who wouldn't? You're burning like toys that don't exist. You're playing a game where you can use your insanity that you have. People stop messaging me. That you have in reality. The insanity that you have. It lets you relax and burn things for fun. Without going and mindlessly nearly killing everybody in the world. To do this. I better put on my headphones for this. But anyways, while I'm sitting here listening to this guy been dared to do something to me. Apparently, this guy better not be an ass at the moment. But anyways, the thing that really ticks me off is why do people feel it is necessary to push people around to the brink of near suicide? I've had this like ever since I was 2 years old. I was bullied. I've been depressed since age 4. What the fuck, man? And like, it doesn't help that recently I was like cheated on by my girlfriend and all this shit. So yeah, there's that, and then there's the fact that hearing that there's not going to be an Act 2 in the form of a game of the novel the novel game genre thingy, whatever Welcome to Ponyville was. That kind of depresses me too. I mean, that was a fantastic game, and I believe if I went through it, they said we hope to bring you Act 2 soon. And they didn't say anything about being animation. They just said about being a game, but everyone loved it who played it for it being a game, not for it being the animation. Yeah, there was barely any animation. There was animation. It was something like freaking like flash photography bullshit. It's like that. It was frame, 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 frame. That's what made it fun. It and I'm sure you got like I didn't really get that much feedback, but still those actually had enough views within like one day that they've been posted that it kind of brought like joy to me to see I'm actually entertaining people with stuff like this. In fact, there's a game that I heard about that's been that recently trailer come out that's basically like it. It's called Star Swirl Academy or something like that. But I looked at the trailer and it's like at least in Welcome to Ponyville the faces changed when they like made expressions, when they had stuff to say, when there was different like tones to their voices. By the way, the voice actors are amazing, but is it's the faces, the emotion. The trailer felt like those people were robots when it was like showing off the small gameplay and stuff like that. What the fuck? But anyways, back to the original thing. I was talking about why do people feel it is right to fire somebody from their work for being a brony, for even saying anything about like the MLP series at all. This guy barely even said anything, and he was fired for it. And CNN, CNN cares for some reason. CNN actually cares. CNN gets it. CNN gets it. Fox doesn't. Fox takes us and makes fun of us. The first time the Brony community actually ever existed, I was there to watch this. I believe it was either live or not. I don't care. I watched it as soon as it went up on YouTube. These guys, they don't give two shits about our lives. Us little people. They think they're all so high and mighty that they can make fun of anybody without even thinking of their lives. Period. Say, hey, if this guy is this guy. This guy can do this and this and this, but it's all so funny to us that we can make fun of you. And, like, here I am. I am the worst commentator. I am the worst rant man. I am the worst, like, reader of fan fictions ever on YouTube. And I can guarantee you this, that I'm barely ever going to get over 120 subscribers. In fact, I believe I lost one not too long ago, and I'm sad about that. Yeah, I lost a subscriber, and I'm sad that I didn't entertain them as much as I used to, for the reason they actually subscribed to me. But I used to have a solid 120. I was amazed I even went past 100. I know I'm not gonna get to be like PewDiePie or Tobuscus. I'm not gonna be that big. Besides, Tobuscus became a sellout because of him being on Cartoon Network. PewDiePie kind of got annoying because he fucks around too much in horror games. Like it's your guys' opinion. I'm just stating mine right here, right now. But anyways, I'm sitting here. You guys aren't gonna sit here and make fun of me out loud. I've had trolls do that for me. I've already not really cared. My only response to a troll ever was, besides deleting one guy's for thinking he is a badass and saying, like this if you think this video sucks. Or the second one was a guy who just made fun of me for being a brony. And all I said was, I can't even quote it really. I called him immature for making fun of somebody for just being who they are. Because honestly, this is what the world is. They're immature. And when you're a kid, you're taught to be, like, not grow up all mature. And when people, like, ruffled my hair as a kid and said, you are so mature, and I was all, I don't even remember this, but I know it happened. It was because I never talked back. Though did talk back when I was a kid. I did lie at times as well. But I'm not a liar anymore. I barely lie. But I talk back sometimes, but that's just because me and my family have like this weird thing with talking back to each other. But anyways, when I was a kid and I didn't talk back, and people like said I'm so mature, I just thought this is from a book I've read. This is like when you're like older, you still have people who want to fight against things. It's like, okay, so I was taught to be more mature, and maturity is like this? There's riots left and right, petitions left and right. In fact, I had to, like I said, I had to sign a petition to get my brony club up for school. But anyways, let's just stop dwelling on all that. And I thank you all for listening in to this. But what do you think the world should do? What do you think the CNN should actually put? Do you think CNN should actually put this on their next segment, maybe? Or do you think that it should be off? Do you think the world should continue judging us for being who we are, or do you think like they should like learn to tolerate us like we're trying to learn to tolerate them being assholes? Answer those questions in the comment section below. I've never had people actually answer questions that I've actually asked, but this is something I really want you guys to listen to. I really want you guys to answer these questions. Do you believe that in like 5 or so years of more brony fan base, I hope, I pray that there's gonna be more than 4 seasons. Though we barely even got past 3. Thanks to that one, some brony had actually paid off Hasbro to make a 4th season. I'm actually kind of excited to see what's gonna happen on November 23rd. But in 5 more years, I'm sure we're still gonna be here. Sort of like Equestria Girls was supposed to be the end of the fan base. I survived a lot of the end of the fan base stuff, apparently. And the thing I want to say is, within 5 years, if we are still here, which I'm sure we are, because no one's really gonna change, because really, brony for life, guys, bronies for life. Um, if we are still here in 5 years, do you think the world is gonna change at all? Do you think they're gonna start like tolerating us more, or do you think there's gonna be more of us sitting in our rooms alone every day and just sitting there terribly pissed and wanting to stay hidden so they don't get like massacred by the millions outside? Well, massacred with words is what I mean. But do you think that's ever gonna happen? Please, in the comment section below, answer those questions. Those questions I've already asked. But thank you all for watching. I love you all for being my subscribers. No homo to the guys. Even if you're homosexual, still no homo. I'm a straight guy. I will give you a hug, but I will not like, yeah, no homo. I love you all for being awesome subscribers. I love every single one of you for sharing my videos, for commenting and subscribing and all that. Um, let's at least try to keep it at 120. If you guys can at least, if you guys could like this video, at least give me at least 10 likes, and I'll probably just say alright. I'll probably do an entire like short thing of, you know what? If this gets 10 likes or 10 to 15 likes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try getting my collaboration group who I've been writing a entire collaboration and fan fiction with, and we are hopefully gonna actually be able to record an entire session of us doing our own parts, like reading our own parts and our voices and stuff like that. But if you like this video, why not leave a like and add it to your favorites, subscribe for more, and as always, leave your suggestions and your answers to the questions that I've asked in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. I'm Dexterity Redheart. Remember, everybody, keep calm and baroni on.